This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Outside. Meanwhile, Johnny Sauter comes back on the inside looking at Matt Crafton for second place. And a caution is out. And some contact down into turn one by the one truck of Bryce Napier. Early stages for the trucks at Martinsville.
Break. As these laps click off, we talk about how fast things here happen at Martinsville. You can bet those gaps will be taken away later.
Slow down, stay high.
That's the 13 of Cody Coughlin around, along with the 87 of Joe Nemechek. Now, Coughlin is one of those we were talking about. He has the bumper cam, so we ought to have a good view of what happens on this. Take a look at it from Cody Coughlin's perspective.
Bottom of 3, bottom of 2, just the 80. Stay low, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
Yeah, and he just got his angle bad there. And he
Truex Jr.
See Brandon Brown get loose there off turn 2, and Chastain in that South Carolina truck. Oh, he's going to get spun there by Truex.
Spin it behind you. Caution there. Fired up, get rolling.
So Brandon Brown goes around. Was 22nd. One lap down. Looked like be a significant amount of damage. They'll recoup, and we'll reset, and we'll restart when we come back.
Racers from Vegas. This is more in his wheelhouse, and he's proven that he can get it done.
Oh, no.
Come on. Clear. All clear. Caution's gonna.
Just as we're talking about Noah Gragson, he gets spun.
Well, it was going well up till then.
I almost feel guilty.
Yeah, we were giving him a lot of...
like the announcer talking about what a great free throw shooter the guy is right before he steps to the line and misses two.
I almost don't want to talk about anybody else for the rest of the day after that.
You have to.
Position, and you can see he got hit by the 29 of Briscoe. Briscoe got loose on the bottom.
Yeah, he just got loose and wound up getting into the side of the 18.
Oops.
Hello
Stop. Coming back to Martinsville.
Switch.
You wind up spinning the rear tires on the exit. 1 and 2, you can ride right against that curb and be able to get good drive up off the corner.
Problems for John Hunter Nemechek, a two-time runner-up.
Get some stuff right up, but I don't have anything with the throttle pedal.
He was running 6th at the time.
Motor island or not? The motor shut off. Which boxes, whatever.
Green is still out as they
Turn in there whenever you. Here's your opening right here.
go around Nemechek.
John Hunter stays on the track. There was an opening there to turn in. He elected not to do that. Probably trying to get the truck fired.
Boy, bad break for John Hunter Nemechek. Bumping and banging at Martinsville. It's what it's all about. We've seen plenty of it today. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing on Fox is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Strategy starting to unfold here at Martinsville. How about Christopher Bell getting up to the top 10 to that 10th position? So he's going to get one of those extra points at the end of this stage if he can keep it as Chastain goes around.
Caution is out.
Yeah, and that was just Chase Elliott finally to the point of saying, all right, I've had enough. And he put the bumper to him and just turned him around.
Chastain was running 6th. Or excuse me, 12th.
And here's the hard part about all this. We can't show you why Chase Elliott was frustrated with the 66 here because there's so much going on. You literally can't cover everything that's going on a racetrack. But you could tell Chase Elliott was frustrated. Trust me, I've been there before.
Getting up to the top 10 to that 10th position, so he's going to get one of those extra points at the end of this stage if he can keep it as Chastain goes around.
Caution is out.
Yeah, and that was just Chase Elliott finally to the point of saying, all right, I've had enough. And he put the bumper to him and just turned him around.
Chastain was running 6th. or excuse me, 12th.
And here's the hard part about all this. We can't show you why Chase Elliott would.
Those are laps that are now under caution. Less stress on that left front, and maybe takes us to the end of the stage.
Well, you know, this is the interesting to go.
See if we can see what happens here. Chase Elliott gives a bump to Chastain and then just finishes the job. Spinning him around. I'm sure Ross doesn't understand how that could have all taken place. He didn't cut Chase off. It was just a bounce into the back and then a spin.
You think we go back green?
And the 29 and 17.
29 just gets very loose down in the corner, and he's going to spin out. Timothy Peters, nowhere to go, runs into the left front of the 29 and straighten him up, and he never lost a spot.
At the track position, and they pulled away a little bit from the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place trucks. But prior to the green flag coming back out, Chase Elliott was really unsure as to whether or not he had enough truck and enough tire to get it done. Caution, Vince.
Well, we saw Briscoe and Growlin. We just talked about the fact they were battling for that 19th spot, and eventually Briscoe came up on the short end of it.
Yeah, they were trying to work their way around the 63 truck of Kyle Donahue. Briscoe went to the high side, and Kaz decided to go to the bottom, just clips the 63, and it turns them in to Briscoe, and around goes the 29.
Getting late at Martinsville. Bell continues to lead.
You know, the last 40 laps are all going to be under caution, so you're going to have to get them all in the next 50 or you won't. I mean, you just never get there.
The 51 of Harrison Burton is around, and the caution is out.
Johnny Sauter predicting that the last 30 or 40 laps would be all under caution. Let's start at 76 to go and see if we have a few as well. You can see Burton was in a battle there with Kaz Gralla, a couple other trucks, and around he went.
That was a chain of events when you see this video.
Burton
It might have taken
14th at that time.
Might have taken a whole lap to develop, Kevin. All right, is that the beginning of it? Kaz Gralla 3 wide again on the bottom. Likes that. They make contact off turn 2. Gralla goes to block the bottom.
Oh, so Austin Hill got in there. Gralla tried to save it, and he got into the 51 of Burton in the process.
Look at that 52 of...
They're going to be bottom of 3, bottom of 3, bottom of 3. Quarter bumper, he's loose. Outside, keep coming, spin in the bottom.
How about this view?
Bell has a bumper, and he's not afraid to use it. He bounces in to Cindric. Cindric's going to try to block him on the bottom side.
Oh, Bell, hard contact.
Inside's covered.
And around goes Cindric.
Fucking yellow.
And the caution is out.
Damn it! Get everything cooled back off here.
I don't know that truck won't be damaged. Kevin, it looked like there was a fender rub on that right side.
Yeah, there was definitely a fender rub. And when you get to the end of these races like that, I know the 19 truck is trying as hard as he can to stay on the lead lap, but man, you hate not seeing the leaders let to battle it out to the end on their own.
You can see Cindric is determined to get the bottom of the racetrack here on entry to turn 1, and Bell just didn't feel like he could give it up. Then they got loose on entry, ran into Cindric, and around goes Chase and Johnny Sauter.
Cindric was running 19th. He was the last truck on the lead lap.
Because I think Matt was committed. Look at this train of trucks.
At this particular point in the race, it's all take.
Well,
there's not a lot of give. You saw a little give from Truex there, but he knew the guy at the bottom was taking.
Regan Smith got a little sideways, and that 92 truck had a little help.
Bad angle for Grant Enfinger. Can he hold on to it? He does.
Austin Hill in the 0-2, stuffing it inside of Regan Smith and banging fenders. Here comes Chase Briscoe in the 29 on the inside in that Ford.
That was a nice move.
Great racing back in the 8th, 9th, 10th spots. And then some.
Got that right, Vince. I can't keep my eye on all the action that's going on here at Martinsville. One thing that you kind of expected, Kevin, was that once Chase Elliott got the lead, he was going to be able to drive away from him. You could see Chase has opened it up on Johnny Sauter, and it looks like Gregson in the black 18 truck is faster than the 4 of Bell. A little bit of contact between the teammates.
Well, this is going to be the time when Bell struggles the most, because we know he wants to run up and you need to run down until that track rubber's up. But Gregson had no problem giving him a couple shots there in the rear bumper.
And look right behind him, Ty Dillon. So if Gregson doesn't go, he knows Ty Dillon's going to pounce on him. Got a bit of a gap back to Moffitt, but Gregson needs to maybe try to roll the center a little bit higher and use that lane to run off with some momentum. Right now, he's just in Bell's tire tracks.
And I wish I could express to the people just how hard these trucks are to drive on used tires at the end of these races like that, because the brakes get hot and it won't stop and it won't turn, and it's like walking on a knife edge right now.
Less than 4 laps to go as you look at Briscoe and the 98 of Grant Enfinger. That's for 12th.
What about Cody Coughlin? We saw him 2 laps down early. He's now racing for a top 10 position against Ryan Truex.
There's the battle for 3rd. Christopher Bell has it. Noah Gragson wants it. Their teammates. Gragson has not hesitated to put the bumper to Bell. At the front, it's Chase Elliott and Johnny Sauter. Remember, Elliott led 109 laps in October, but he finished 2nd to Sauter. Chase said before the race, I just want to finish 1 spot better, and he is working on it. Chase Elliott in the 23 takes the white flag. 1 lap to go at Martinsville.
Look at this battle. I talked about Coughlin. He's got his hands full with Briscoe. That's 11th position they're racing for.
Meanwhile, Elliott through 3 and coming off turn 4. Chase Elliott is going to take home a grandfather clock with a win at Martinsville.
Oh, and Briscoe gets into the 13.
Briscoe and...
Oh, man. Nice job. Thank you, Eddie.
Briscoe and Cody Coughlin battling for position, and Coughlin got spun around. But Chase Elliott is going to take the truck to victory lane for GMS.
Ran some really fast laps, Vince, at the end of this race, pulling away from teammate Johnny Sauter and getting the victory.
When you're done your victory deal, they want you to go and stop at turn 3.
The 2nd Truck Series win for Chase Elliott. They'll try to go for the sweep tomorrow in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup race.
He had his hands full getting this win today, that's for sure. Johnny Sauter all over him through the middle stages of the race. And a great battle with Christopher Bell.
Well, I gotta believe at the end of the day, it was a lot of fun for Chase Elliott, but these 2 guys, I'm not sure how they're going to describe it. Fun's probably not going to be in the list of words for the 13 and Cody Coughlin.
That's how you race that's how these guys were racing for 11th position, and I think Coughlin wants to go explain to Briscoe he didn't like the fact that he got punted on the last turn. But I'll tell you this, Briscoe just got loose down at the bottom. That doesn't make Coughlin feel any better, but I agree, because that kid did a great job today. Rebounded from 2 laps down and was looking for a career best finish, and instead...
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest event as the leader in sports television.